Our second to last presentation is for a pretty big group. Laura Musser, Laura Rombach, UC firefighters Paul Fullerton, Scott Wilkes, Jonathan Bogansky, Louis Churko, and Kristen Hunter, and also AMR responders, Robert Kalk, Amir Shariat, and Nels Jocelyn. This was on April 21st. The group response saves a life of a UC Davis student.
I was supervising IM volleyball out on 8th Street Field when a participant had informed me from the club soccer team that there was someone in trouble, they needed help. I wasn't really sure to what extent they needed help, but so I kind of just dropped everything, ran over to Toomey Field where the soccer team was practicing. On my way over, it sounded like it was a little bit more serious, so I called EMS. On my way over, I got to where the participant was. He was seizing. I let him seize, let him do his thing. And then after that, he just stopped, stopped breathing, no pulse, just went completely, stopped everything.
And my girlfriend and I had walked over because she had a bunch of friends on the team, so we wanted to see what was actually happening. And while we were standing here, I looked up and saw Laura getting chest compressions, and I realized it had taken a turn more serious than we initially thought it was, so I just bolted across the field just to try to help out as best as I could. I let her know that I was here to help her, and she took over chest compressions, and I was giving breaths while we just waited for EMS to show.
I'm Paul Fullerton, captain at UC Davis Fire Department. And we got a call for a seizure at Toomey Field. We headed out to the field. Two trainers were on scene, UC Davis trainers doing CPR already. AMR, the ambulance crew, showed up at the exact same time as our ladder truck, and we all got to work together.
And from there, we just kind of assessed and took over. I think Nels, who went ahead and intubated the patient at that point.
Yeah.
I was working on the IV and stuff. Meanwhile, fire took over CPR and continuing the compressions, which was pretty vital for the whole operation to go on.
We had to get the patient packaged, get him on a gurney, get him off the field in a timely manner while continuing CPR. That was kind of our supporting role, supporting our students. We actually, while we were wheeling the gurney off, we had somebody standing on the side continuing to do compressions so we could maintain quality life support for the individual providing care for.
I bet you we lost him. He came back 3 or 4 times on scene, and then they got on the ambulance, and they had him, and then they lost him again, and then we were on ER, they're like, nothing. And then they shock him and pump more drugs, and shock him and pump more drugs, and they get him again. And I was very impressed that the ER, I think because of his age, they did not give up. They just kept going and going and going and going, because they knew when you're young, you're vibrant, you're gonna fight. It was a college student on campus, a place we protect, and it really meant a lot to us. So we were so glad that they told me he was up walking around and eating and talking. I couldn't believe it.
Being nominated as a hero, I mean, it feels really good, but I just feel like the real heroes are the people that, like the firefighters and EMS and paramedics that do this every day. They don't even think twice about it. They're the ones that I think are really responsible for saving life. I don't know where I would be without them.
Laura told me that we had been nominated, and I kind of felt 2 different things. One, I felt very honored that someone felt that we were heroes and we had made a difference in their life. And on the other hand, I felt almost uncomfortable a little bit because I didn't feel like I should have acted in any other way. It was just second nature. And I can't imagine reacting any other way than just trying to help someone.
I don't think that we would have had the outcome we had they not been here and been trained like they were.
How do I feel about being called a hero? I really don't feel that the fire or AMR for sure would not say that we're heroes, because this is what we do, this is our job. We get paid to do this. We made the oath that we protect life and property, and that's what we do. So we're not heroes. The true heroes were the trainers that started the CPR, or the Good Samaritans that start CPR. We just doing our job.